Alright. Introductory level 30 ninja quest.
Yep.
Peasants by day, ninjas by night.
It's just a job for a dimmer cove like yourself.
Harris. Keeping your stabbers sharpened, I hope. Because I've got a job to be done, and I reckon the Dimber Damber what put the executioners on the chopping block is just the one to do the doing. My men have sighted some shifty types around Wineport of late. Not code-breaking curs so far as I know. That's the rub. You don't know half as much about them as I'd like. They claim to be simple peasants, refugees from some far-flung realm. But I don't know many peasants what skulk about in the Darklands as much as they've been doing. As long as they're not breaking the code, they can do as they please. Being who we are, it falls to us to look into the matter and make sure that all's Bob. As my gut tells me this may be a two-rogue job. I've sent Underfoot on ahead. So pull on your best beater cases, head to Wineport, and meet him there. To Wineport! Hi.
Yeah.
Harris, when Jack said he'd be sending one of the guild's canniest coves along after me, I had a feeling it might be you. I would love to tell you old Underfoot's already whittled the whole scrap in our friends, but truth is I've turned up more questions than answers. They claim to hail from the South Sea Isles, but me little birds at Mielvan's gate swear to the last man that that's some piss-poor mummery. There's no record of any such ship sailing into port. It's like it falls to you and me to take a closer sniff, Jay. I hope you bought your sharpest stabbers, as there's no telling who we're... Did you hear that, lad? Either old Underfoot's gone daft or some mort just screamed out for dear life. Something tells me our little task is about to take a turn for the interesting. Say we go see what's what. Well then. Have mercy, I am but a simple milkmaid with not a single gill to my name. Rest easy, lass. Friend and I don't mean you no harm. But I must say you got me curious. So what in the name of the 12 happened here? I had just come to town to purchase some supplies. No sooner had I walked through the gates than I was suddenly accosted by 3 burly drunkards who demanded that I hand over all of my possessions. To my good fortunes, it seems the men had partaken a bit too heavily. When they saw the meager contents of my coin purse, they began to squabble among themselves. Fistfight ensued, and before I knew it, the 3 men were laying on the ground as you see them now. Sounds like Nimius smiled upon you today, lass. Might I suggest you be a bit more careful on your next visit? All manner of scurvy sorts frequent these parts, and you'll find that not all of them are blundering lackwits like your friends here. Thank you for your concern, good sir. Rest assured that I will take your words to heart. Good day to the both of you. Well, Harris, how did the girl's wids strike you? Mummery, I say. You too? I was thinking the very same. Squabbling amongst themselves? Just look, there's barely a scratch on any of these louts. I had rather there's more to the rum doxy than she's letting on. Come, let's go on the drag and see what she might be hiding. And suddenly, random bat. Oh, look, we're going forward and back, and then forward and back. And a right mess we've got here. Reckon these coves got the wrong side of our lass. One thing's for sure, there's no more peasants than you and I. Look at those stabbers. Stabbers tells me as much. I have failed. I beg of you, take this and return it to Master Obero. To Lady Tsubame. It's too late. Poor Sod's dead. As for the stone, your guess is as good as mine. Lucky charm of sorts, mayhap. Any road, we best start moving our do-beaters before the last gets away. Footprints lead in the direction of Upper Lenosha. Ooh, it's all foggy out. These folks don't take kindly to the fact that I'm here. Could you fuckers just leave me alone for 2 seconds, please? Thank you. And more death. She hides behind a tree, as if that could hide her from me. And then there's this asshole. She didn't really think she could fool me with those silly rags, did she? Or did she? Perhaps she's not as clever as we believed. And a mysterious savior rushes to the damsel's defense. Such chivalry, such compassion, such folly. Little does he know that the girl is more than capable of taking care of herself. And right on cue, Obero the Dim leaps onto the scene to save his dear little swallow in the most unsurprising surprise attack the realm has ever seen. Cease your ramblings, Karasu, before I rip that tongue from your bloody beak. Yow! Our hero is wounded. Stabbed through the heart. His childhood friends stand before him, blades drawn in hate in their eyes. Oh, the tragedy of it all. The audience sobs. And what's this? A couple of bit players who have forgotten to leave the stage. Did no one tell them their part in the play is long since over? Matrix dodge. Oh-ho! And the faceless rogue shows surprising skill. Perhaps he yet has a role to play. I will say this much. Unlike a certain someone, at least you intrigue me. But other matters demand our hero's attention, so the first act must draw to a close. Come, my pet. Wait, Karasu! Ever quick to retreat, that one. 2 gentlemen from Wineport. Did you follow me here? Beg pardon, miss. My friend and I are here on behalf of the dutiful sisters. And you, sister, have some questions to answer. I've lived on the underbelly of society long enough to recognize when a man's more than he seems. So make this easy for us, lass. Just who exactly are you, and what are you doing here? And here's hoping for both your sakes that it doesn't involve breaking no code. So you are the rogues of whom I have heard so much. Forgive me, we were remiss in not seeking you out sooner. Very well, you shall know all there is to know. My name is Obero, and she is Tsubame. We hail from a village in Doma, several thousand malms across the sea. We are... but perhaps you have no word for what we are. In our own tongue, one might call us shinobi. Doma? The imperial province? The same. Though it did not have to be so. Our countrymen fought with honor against the might of Garlemald. What we lacked in number, we made up for with martial prowess. It was a battle we could have won, had we not been betrayed by one of our own. Our every secret, our every move known to our foe. The tide of battle turned on the morrow. Thousands of our countrymen were slaughtered, and at day's end, Doma remained under the imperial yoke. Remember this, it's going to be important later. The traitorous Kerr joined the imperial ranks as chief of their covert operatives, or so they say. That is the man you just met, Karasu. I am loath to call him a man. To this day, he whispers in the ear of the Garleans, making a mockery of those who once called him friend and brother, but no longer. We have come to Eorzea at our village elder's behest to see that Karasu pays for his crimes, with his life. Come to mill a treacherous rook who blew the gab on his comrades. Sound like a right Benny Cove. Consider old Underfoot impressed. Forgive me, this land and its tongue are still new to us. Nonetheless, we were able to lure Karasu here, but more than a few of our comrades gave their lives in the effort. And now this. Was their sacrifice for naught? It's like, I think this is yours. Ah, you have my gratitude. When one of our kind falls, tradition dictates that we return their soul to the village, that it may rest with our ancestors. What? Our fallen brother's soul calls out to this man. Could it be a sign? Are we fated to fight as one? I would make you an offer. We will instruct you in our art, the art of ninjutsu. In return, you will share with us your knowledge of this land that it might serve us in our mission. Sounds like a deal. But Oboro, he is not Doman. He is not of the village. Look around you, Tsubame. Our brothers and sisters are fallen or gravely wounded, and today's failure makes it all too clear. You cannot hope to stand against Karasu without knowing the lay of the land. And say I'm thrilled at the prospect of losing a dimber damber like yourself, but hells. My younger days I'd have been keen to try my fans at some of those techniques myself. And the more my waddles take in, the more these two strike me as Benner and Benner folks. If you're keen to lend them your daddles, I'll not be the one to stand in your way. If you would know more, come to the dock storehouse at Raincatcher Gulp. I shall await you there. Who'd have figured, eh? Anyway, the choice is yours, Harris. In the meantime, I'm gonna head back to Limsa and report to Jack before he comes and gives me a good clout in the knob. I need scissors, 61. Get away from me! Get away! Estás? Lives. Lives in map. Okay. And so we meet again. Am I to take your presence to mean that you have chosen to accept our offer? Yes.
Yep.
Thank you. I speak not only for myself and Tsubame, but for our entire village when I say that you have our profound gratitude. What I would tell you next, I would tell you out of the earshot of strangers. The Akubu has been instructed to let only trusted visitors through the doors behind me. When he speaks to you, Ayame, you are to answer Kaede. You do not know what the words mean, only that they will grant you entrance. Ayame. Kaede. Enter. Hey, Red, how's it going?
Yeah.
Welcome, Harris. Stand within the provisional base of operations my people have established in your land of Eorzea. May not look like much, either without or within, but that is precisely the point. Find it an ideal vantage point from which to observe the comings and goings of Karasu and his men without attracting undue attention to ourselves. I My fallen brother saw you as a worthy inheritor to his soul. To honor his memory, I entrust it to you. But soul alone will not make you a shinobi. No, this will require training of the body and mind. Our art, the art of ninjutsu, originated with our ancestors many years ago. Since then, it has been passed down with each generation, mother to daughter, father to son. We draw power from the world around us, the heaven, the earth, and the hearts of man. Channel this power into physical form. I am told that this is similar to your concept of aether, was it? I must confess that Eorzean words and ways remain unfamiliar to me. How does one channel this power, you ask? Through the use of mudra, hand gestures that call forth each of the 3 forms of energy of which I spoke. The first mudra I will teach you will call power from the heavens. In Domo, we call this Ten. We're eager to learn, yes? Tune your soul to that of my fallen brothers and approach me once more. It is then that your training will begin. Bing, bing, bing.
Yep.
Woo!
Yay!
I can now join you in the ranks of being a ninja.
Yep.
Though I won't have the proper glamour for it for another... What's my level? 20 levels.
Ah.
I am a ninja. Alright,
Yep.
alright. Level 30 Ninja
Yeah.
Quest, my first mudra. Yes, I can sense it. Though you are not of our blood, the soul of my people is strong in you. You are one of us now, a shinobi. And yet your training has only just begun. Heed my words well, Harris. For the shinobi, blade and mind are one. Weak mind gives rise to a weak blade. False mind gives rise to a false blade. The mind that is strong and true, that blade will know no equal. Such were the teachings of my master, and his master's master before him. A shinobi must keep presence of mind at all times, or his blade may as well be one of grass. That is the lesson of the mind. Now we shall begin the lesson of the body. You will recall that the art of ninjutsu involves using hand gestures called mudra to summon the energies of heaven, earth, and man. Ken, Chi, and Jin in the Domonto. Myriad techniques can be unleashed depending on the mudra you combine and in the order in which you do so. But perhaps I am getting ahead of myself. A child must learn to walk before he can run. To begin, I would see you master your first mudra, 10, the mudra of heaven. Summon the energy of heaven and project it forth, and from your hand will fly a flaming star, or Fuma Shuriken. Outside of the storehouse, you will find a Mokujin, a wooden man of the sort traditionally used in Doma for training. But as I have told you, instruct it with a Fuma Shuriken. I will observe your technique from a distance.
Yep. His ninja quests are a little bit different. For the mudra, there's actually more than one quest there. You have the one you receive them, and then the one you learn how to use it.
Yep.
It's a smart idea because it's its own little system here.
Yep. I mean, just taking a sec to readjust my hotbar.
Yeah. Yeah, the joys of going from a class to a job. Ha ha ha.
Yep. Alright, that'll suffice for the moment. Okay. Up to 3 ninja stars. Oh. Yes, that will do, Harris. Clearly we did not misjudge your potential. Perhaps you have also felt your body becoming lighter. This is but another benefit of your training. You may find yourself able to dance through the air with your blade strong, but be mindful. True shinobi sees that no movement is wasted. You demonstrated your skills well against a wooden man, but wood does not strike back. Your next opponent will not be so docile. Prepare yourself. And solo instance.
Yeah.
Got him.
Yay!
I see. What Oboro means to say is that he's not seen anyone master the fundamentals of ninjutsu with such swiftness. Is that not so, Oboro? I am capable of speaking for myself, Tsubame, but it is true. Harris has exceeded even my own expectations. His blade slices through the air as a fish glides through water. That is enough training for the day. Now it is my turn to be the student, and you the teacher. I would learn the ways of Eorzea. You will instruct me, yes? You have my gratitude, Harris. First, I would better know the terrain of Lemnos. Something amusing. My bow. I see. Who would have thought a simple gesture of courtesy would be so complicated? Like this, is it? Forgive him. Oboro has not been quite himself since coming to these shores. It seems that neither the food nor the climate agrees with him. Let's not forget the stink of those infernal horsebirds. All the more reason for us to complete our mission swiftly and return to more hospitable environs. Anyhow, Harris, that should suffice for the day. Practice well your ninjutsu, and return when you are ready for your next lesson. It would seem you have some practicing to do as well. Yay!
Yep.
Hey, that was a short one for one. 5. Okay, Ninja Quest level 35, Killer Combinations.
Yep.
Harris, I did not even hear your footsteps as you approached. You're becoming more and more the shinobi with each day. Oboro has been waiting your return. Please enter. Hi.
Thankfully, you only have to do that password thing one time at the very beginning, and every time after you can just enter as you please.
Yep. Harris, it's clear from the manner in which you carry yourself that you've been most diligent in your training. He says to the giant invisible Catman. But you are not the only one who has mastered the technique imparted to you. Behold my Eorzean bow, perfect in balance and form. Ahem. Now it is time for your next lesson. Watch carefully my hands, Harris. This mudra, the shinobi can summon the energies of the earth. Chi, in our tongue. Etch its form in your mind, and I shall show you how to employ it in battle.
Yep. You get the thing, and now it's time to learn how to use it.
Now that wasn't even a fucking minute.
Yeah.
Alright. Double quest. Level 35, Once Upon a Time in Doma. Chi, or Earth, marks the second mudra that you have learned. With this, you are ready to begin the next phase of your training. It is through the combination of mudra that you will find new techniques. First technique I would impart to you is Raiton, lightning release. When heaven joins with earth, lightning will flash and thunder will roll. In other words, from the mudra 10, followed by Chi. Channel that energy forward, and bolts of lightning will surge from your hands to strike your foe. As this is a more formidable technique than the Fumashuriken you have wielded thus far, I have taken care to reinforce the Mokugen outside the storehouse. Strike it with Raiton, and I shall observe. Basically, it's time to call down Datunda.
Yep. Yeah, he's not kidding when it's a lot stronger than Fuma Shuriken. It really is.
Yeah. Actually, what do the tooltips say? Potency of 800 versus 500.
Yep.
Boom.
Yep.
Oh, the Raiton's only single target.
Yeah.
Very well. Now recall what I said during our first lesson. The techniques at your disposal are not merely by which mudra you form, but also the order in which you combine them. When earth joins with heaven, the skies will rain fire and ash. In other words, form the mudra Chi, followed by 10, and channel those energies forward, and searing hell's fire will engulf your foes. But be forewarned, these techniques will require considerable exertion of your spirit.
After performing one, you will observe that some time is required before your mind settles and you are able to wield another. Now, demonstrate Katon for me on the Mokujin over there. Katon no Jutsu! Splendid. Your grasp on fundamental mudra combinations is firm, but knowing the how of the technique is only the beginning. Must also understand when to employ it. Chunin is our word for a shinobi who has attained full mastery of 2 mudra techniques. In our tradition, when a student is deemed by his master to show such potential, he is led to a waterfall outside the village to conduct intense training. I cannot take you to Doma, of course, but my maps tell me of a place in Upper Lenosha that should suffice. Fool Falls. The name is less than auspicious, but it will have to do. Meet me there and we shall proceed. Yeah, we have a grand total of 3 jobs that are actually relevant to Stormblood. Said northern, right? Or
upper.
Upper, right.
Actually, I get the feeling it's in the other half of upper.
Well, good news, I can fly there.
Yeah. I know one place that'd be a waterfall, that'd be a certain place where a certain amount of corals are roaming.
Yep. Wanderer's Palace. Whee! Hello, I am here. One second. Till today, I knew this place only as letters on a map. Gazing upon it with my own eyes, it is even more beautiful and powerful than I could have imagined. Yes, this will serve us well. My people do not worship your deities 12. Our gods are all around us, in the trees and the soil, crashing waters before you. Close your eyes and open your heart to the sound of the rushing falls. You might purge your mind of all worldly thoughts and distractions. The techniques you have learned will serve you well in battle, but confuse the order of your mudra and you can just as easily turn victory into defeat. It is imperative that you keep a single focus of mind. Though it is that masters have brought their students to falls like this for training since my ancestors' time. Who is the more foolish, the fool of Fool Falls or the fool who comes here without realizing he's been followed? Karasu. Now here's a curious scene. The dim one is accompanied not by his swallow, but by a chirping horsebird chick who fancies himself a shinobi. The dim one is displeased. This after our hero postponed 2 assassinations to make this journey. Could his friends not greet him with a smile and some crumpets, or whatever it is Yorzians take with their tea? The dim one ponders, how did our hero know to find him here? If the answer is plain as day, dim one is a creature of habit and tradition. Where else would he bring his prized new pupil? Tradition. Our hero spits on tired tradition. No, for he is a shinobi of a different feather. Never changing, never predictable, but always, always in style. Those who cling too closely to tradition are bound to suffer the fate of their forebears. Or are the lessons of the past so soon forgotten? Ready yourself, Harris. It appears that your training today will be of a more practical sort. But of course, all you had to do was ask nicely. It would be my pleasure to be your teacher for the day. Your first lesson, little chick. Raiton's lightning will strike a single foe. Katon's flames will raise many. Wield them wisely, or don't. It's only your life at stake. Oh, how generous is our hero, putting aside his killings and spyings to play mother hen to the horsebird chick. You will try to keep me entertained, won't you?
So yeah, you mentioned that fire attack. That is another one of the things you now have since you have the Chi Mudra unlocked.
Yep.
In this case, you do Chi and then 10 in that order instead of the other one that would normally get you to lightning attack Raiton.
Yep.
Back.
If you're gonna kill me, could you be a bit quicker about it?
Yep. Hitan, same base attack 500 as Fuma Shuriken is, except that unlike Fuma Shuriken, it actually is an AoE, the close range one if be it. Fuma Shuriken's a ranged attack. Yeah, Raiton's even stronger than the other one, the Suiton one, which is a base of 600.
Yep.
Although it has the Suiton has the other extra thing hidden about it too, though.
Yep.
Nice little side effect that we'll get into later.
Try this again.
Yep. And obviously, every time you use one of your ninjutsu techniques, so your Mudra will be on a cooldown.
Yep. At least we got charges now.
Yep.
Ooh, this one's tough.
Yeah. There you go. You're bringing the thunder on that one.
Yep. Got it.
There we go.
Yeah. Fought well, Harris. I, however, should have known to expect the traitor's attack. Was careless and put you in danger. Will not happen again. It appears that Karasu has taken an interest in you, and I fear this complicates matters some. Let's return to the docks. There's much I would tell you. I wonder. Nope. I would tell you a story of our past. A story of the traitor and why he must die at our hands. Growing up in the same village, I have known Karasu since we were both children. When we came of age, we began our training together under Master Gekai. From a young age, it was clear that Karasu possessed an innate talent for our art that few could rival. He spared no effort in my training, yet struggled to grasp techniques that he would master effortlessly. In his own way, he possesses a mind singularly devoid of wasteful thoughts, a mind seemingly unclouded by concepts such as right or wrong, good or evil. Despite this, deep down I always thought of him as a brother. All that changed on that fateful day when Castle Doma fell to the Garleans. Someone had betrayed our homeland, sold our secrets to the enemy. Looking upon my friends as their body lay broken and bleeding, I saw a figure flee into the hills. It was Karasu. Were I younger, more naive, I might have pursued Karasu as he fled, in an attempt to reason with him. But it was clear that this man, this demon, was no longer one of us, if indeed he ever had been. Even Master Gekai did not survive the slaughter. Did Karasu bear him some grudge, or was this merely a student's ugly pride? For our master's fate was the grisliest of all. His body mangled, his once proud face shattered beyond all recognition. I once held out hope that if I crossed blades with Karasu in battle, that I might understand something of what it was that made him do those horrible deeds. Yet each encounter only raises more questions. One thing is clear, however. Karasu could have killed us back at Fool Falls had he seen fit, and yet chose not to. It was as if he were testing us. Testing you.
Da-da-da-da!
Needless to say, this does not change our mission. For his crimes against Doma, Karasu must pay with his life. And yet, his thorough knowledge of us and our art has put Tsubame and I at a grave disadvantage. But you, Harris, your thoughts, your movements are still unfamiliar to him. Yes, your presence might just serve to break his focus and afford us an opening. Yet to accomplish this, you must become stronger still. Promise me that you will not let up in your training. Yay.
Yeah, and then I just want to... Well, I'll save it for the next one.
Yep.
I remember this one.
Yep, level 40 quest, bringing back an old fucking meme.
Yeah.
Pirates versus ninjas.
Yeah.
You've trained well since last we met, Harris. I heard not a cry from the door as you entered, nor a creak from the floorboards as you drew near. As much is clear, neither waterfalls nor men of wood will serve to hone your senses further. No, a shinobi of your abilities refuses tutelage in the field. Consider this your first lesson in the art of assassination. Need not remind you who our target is. He's the ever-elusive bird, yet I have come across some information that I believe may avail us. Rumor has it that Captain Grimwill of the Bloody Executioners has narrowly evaded several attempts on his life in recent days. This is doubtless the work of Karasu and his men. None other are so bold or skilled as to even consider such an attack. Nothing short of death will cause a shinobi to forsake his mission. Karasu will strike again. The only questions are where and when. Answer those questions and it will be us paying him a surprise visit next time. Fortunately, I know of a man who might be able to give us what we seek. Captain Grimwill has a trusted lieutenant by the name of Wolfston, a man who, if rumors are to be believed, is known to fancy a hot spring bath. Recall reading of a famous bath resort not far from here. The name escapes me. Have you any idea where it might be? Camp Bronze Lake?
Yep.
Oh, yes, that does sound familiar. In Upper Lenosha, off to the east, was it? Let's make our way there at once.
Hey, this was at the end of the part he was saying at the end of the last quest. The fact that he's pursued Karasu for this long, and yet Karasu knows this, and is that far ahead of him in terms of, 5-10 steps ahead of him, is like, all I gotta say to you, sir, if you plan to is good luck to you.
He's 4 parallel universes ahead of him.
Yeah.
Hello. I had no idea that so many Eorzeans also enjoyed public bathing. I say it is a comforting sight, but in truth it makes me all the more nostalgic for the pleasures of my homeland. That said, seeing all these people milling about gives me cause for concern. Even with these disguises, it is only a matter of time before our foreign mannerisms raise eyebrows among the more observant types. Yes, we best stay out of sight until our man arrives. Let's keep watch from high above until it is time to act. Time has come for me to impart to you another technique, which we call shikuchi. You think of it as compressing the physical space around you, allowing you to cross great distances in the blink of an eye. Go ahead, Harris, give it a try.
We'll actually have to use this in the next quest to get to where we need to go.
How appropriate.
Yeah.
Yep. God, this whole quest line is so freaking involved from level 1.
Oh, yeah.
Alright. Ninja quest level 40, ninja bathing. I trust that shikuchi is now second nature to you. Very well, I shall await you on the rooftop, but be warned. While the technique will allow you to cover great distances in the blink of an eye, it does not allow you to soar at will through the sky. The ledge on which Tsubame now stands is at a level with the roof, which should prove a suitable starting point. That said, a shinobi is ever resourceful. Make your way to the rooftop by other means that will serve just as well. Poof.
Yeah. There we go.
I probably could have just jumped that. Nothing like a steaming bath, a bottle of fine wine, and a couple of buxom wenches to ease what ails you, aye? As far as I'm concerned, Captain Grimwell can take his bloody time. Wolfston. Oh, Wolfston. Very well. Now we need only employ these bamboo breathing pipes to send underwater and... Obero, I do not question that such methods have served us well in Doma, but might bamboo not arouse suspicion in these environs? You truly believe so? But underwater surveillance was always my area of expertise. I have an idea that I believe is well suited both to our target and the customs of the land. It will require just a simple change of garb and a bottle or two of fine spirits. It will require your assistance, Harris, as I see it there's no way the man would refuse a drink from a strapping gentleman like yourself. Intriguing. And what, pray tell, will be my role in all this? I was thinking that your talents might best be put to use overseeing the operation. Yes, from up there, to ensure that nothing goes amiss, of course. He's like, I must prepare now, Harris. Meet me down below, out of sight, and I shall furnish you with the item that will serve to deliver the final blow, as it were.
Yeah, the final blow, quote unquote.
This swimsuit, of course. Am I wearing this properly, Harris? I'm not accustomed to garb that is so revealing. Regardless, I will entrust this to you. It may appear to be a simple bottle of wine. I've made a few enhancements to the recipe. Off-duty or no, a salty sea dog like Wolfstan is certain to be on his guard. Or start him off with an untainted vintage. To use sufficiently good spirits, that's your cue to step in with the stronger stuff. I suspect that once his mind is sufficiently addled, he will gladly take a swig with a minimum of fuss. Now, let us begin. Fine wine and fine wenches. Now this is what I had in mind when I took up the pirate in life. Hey, I got some wine for you. What's this? Think you can outguzzle Wolfstan's 7 stomachs? You're either a legend or a fool. Yeah, someone fetch me a cup. One drinking contest later. It's good stuff. If a bit stronger than I recall it. Maybe I should take a rest. Oh, you mustn't be so modest. Why, I heard the Wolfstan 7 stomachs once drank a whale under the table. You bet your skivvy is a good lass. Me bleeding duties have kept me from the bow for too long. Out of practice is all. Your duties? Oh, that sounds so important and exciting. I'd do anything to hear more. You just say anything? Well, maybe you heard of the bloody executioners. The nastiest, bloodiest band of pirates whatever sailed the bleeding seas. I reckon our Captain Grimwell shrunk more Garlean vessels than every other pirate combined. And just who do you reckon keeps Captain safe from all the enemies he's made? Why, that be none other than his dear mate, Wolfstan. Navigator, have mercy. You do not return immediately to your captain. Surely he is not safe without his most loyal, capable man at his side. Under normal circumstances, you'd be right, lass. There's one place that even I can't follow him. Haleport. This man is bloody particular about his grog. Says he can't concentrate unless he's on his own. Not that I'm complaining. It's the only time we get a day's rest. Don't worry your little heart none, lassie. Nobody knows the captain's whereabouts but me. And I sure as hell bloody ain't talking. Lassie, are you listening? And she's gone. I'm Batman. That's curious. She was just there a moment ago. Just like peace. I ain't gonna tell anyone she's at airport. Where'd you go? Well, were you able to loosen our man's lips? I see. Captain Grimmull is en route to Aleport, and alone at that. For no Karasu, this knowledge has not escaped him. Doubtless he and his shadows already lie in wait. We haven't much time. Let's hurry to Aleport and ambush the ambushers. 2 Aleports! Oh, look, a fight. Sun sets and the port is cloaked in shadow. They were a perfect time to strike. There we go. Speak of the devil. Look at how those men walk. Those are no ordinary deckhands. Those are Imperial shinobi, waiting to pounce upon and slit the throat of any who would stand between them and their prey. Karasu was too proud to entrust such a vital mission to his lackeys. He is here somewhere. Of this I am certain. Harris, you move forward and search the docks. We'll approach from the opposite direction. Tsubame, you secure the escape route. Will not elude us this time. Take care to stay well hidden, Harris, hidden from the eyes of Karasu's shadows. And yet I fear your task will be more complicated still. For it is not just men that serve Karasu, but creatures of the night. Creatures that see not with their eyes, but with every fiber of their being. Give them a wide berth, or all shall be for naught. That should be all. Time is short. We must move swiftly.
Yeah, so basically, bottom line is with the bats, make sure to stay as far away from him as possible.
Yep.
Because even when you're invisible, they can pick you up if you get too close.
Duly noted.
Obviously, the soldiers, on the other hand, as long as you're invisible and you walk slowly past them.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, they did a lot of damage there.
Yep. My classes are mostly decked out in augmented Ironworks gear.
Yeah. Of course, having said that, this is level 6, so that's the reason why it looks like a lot of damage.
Yep. Stay away from the bat.
Yeah.
And there's the man himself.
Yep.
What's this? No, no, no. This isn't how the story goes. We're supposed to be the one that surprises you. Surprise, motherfucker. The tables have turned today, Karasu. Face your death like the man you once were. Oh, how the turns have tabled. I must say, popularity really does have its downsides. Fine, if you're so eager to dig your own graves, here's your bloody shovel. What are you doing here? Ow. Fuck. And I already rabbited.
Yep. Basically what happens is you're at home that you mess up the Medora combination, you get the rabbit on your head.
That's what we call rabbiting.
Yep.
It's code for I fucked up my mudras.
Yep. Basically the ninja thing of, oh, I missed.
Yeah, pretty much. God, that slippery bastard. We've come too close to abandoned hope. Come, Tsubame, Harris, let's return to the safety of the storehouse and take stock of our options.
Yeah, I kind of forgot there's more than one way out of Aleport there.
Yep. Meanwhile...
Yep. What do we have here?
Rimwell lives. Failure of this sort does not become you, Karasu. Forgive me, Master. I had an unexpected reunion with some friends, and they had a mind to kill me, just when I thought we were getting on so well. Your job is to give me answers, Karasu, not excuses. You can ill afford to let a few stray rats foil our plans. Should they return, kill them. This is your final warning. Next time you fail me will be your last. Gulp. Does he have to say it like that? Fine, fine. Never let it be said that I'm not a loyal soldier. To the storehouse. All right. Once more the Bloody Crow has managed to foil our best-laid plans. It is as if his skills burgeon with each new encounter. How could this be? Has he perfected some new training regimen since coming to Eorzea? There's no time to dwell on past mistakes. Since the times of my ancestors, failure in one's duties is unacceptable for a shinobi. My mission will end in success, Karasu's death, or failure, my own. But all is not lost. Karasu is not the only one who has honed his skills. Fighting beside you back there, at times I felt as if we had trained together since childhood. We've shown remarkable focus and aptitude for our art. We must grow stronger still if we are to have any hope of triumph. Devote yourself to your training and with the entirety of your body and mind. Tsubame and I will do the same. I await your return, Harris. Let me get this bloody bird out of here. Level 45 quest. Tough guys. Level 45 ninja quest, rather.
Yep.
Harris, I look into your eyes today and see a mind unclouded by worldly cares. The time has come. I would pass on to you the ancestral garb of the shinobi. Knowing that this day was close at hand, I have already made the necessary arrangements. Karasu watching our every move, I cannot act freely, so I asked your friends at the Rogues Guild to send word to my village and arrange for the delivery of a set. Needless to say, this location must remain a secret. I've arranged for the goods to be delivered in secret to the Deneville checkpoint. Porter there will be expecting you. Tsubame and I must express our thanks to your Captain Jack. Be mindful in your travels, Harris. We eagerly await your return. I don't know, I feel pretty ninja in this already. Oh wow, that's actually really close. Hello. Expecting a shipment of goods, you say? That strikes me as right curious, on account of how a scraggly fellow came by not long ago to claim them. They're actually yours, you say? Well, ain't that a bloody coincidence? See, the fellow I talked to said that someone would like to come by saying just that. That if he did, he'd pay me good point. He'd pay good coin for me to gut him good and proper. Surprise, motherfuckers. As for you, motherfucker. Have mercy. If I knew you were this strong, I never would have taken his money. And if I knew you were this incompetent, I would have put you out of your misery long ago. Well, if it isn't my favorite chirping little horse bird. Oh, come now, I'm not that scary, am I? Heard from a little bird in Doma of a shipment en route to Yorzi in secret. I surmised, I'm quite good at that, you see, that I might have something to do with you and your friends, and I just had to know what was inside. Lo and behold, what did I find but a shiny set of shinobi garb? Why did you not tell me it was your name day, little chick? I would have bought you something far more fitting, like a sack of gissel greens. Ha 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 ha. No, I fear Brother Dim and Sister Swallow were mistaken. We're not quite ready for such an honor. But this is no fault of your own. After all, the student is only as good as his teacher. Today's your lucky day, little chick, for a true master has come to take you under his wing. 4 crates scattered to the winds, each containing one of the items you seek. 4 of my shadows guarding each piece with their lives. A test, one where failure will mean your death. Red Rooster Stead, Costa del Sol, Jijiru's Trading Post, Camp Overlook. Claim that which you seek by your own hand or die in the act. It is of little matter to me. If by some chance you survive, return here. Just might find a very special present awaits you. Now shoo, I say. As far as that, oh, that's quite a distance. Let's port over to Summerford. Get down on that a little bit. Well,
Sorry about that.
No worries.
They got past the part where you get there, pick up your thing, and oh yeah, Karatsu's already got him already.
Yep. Yep.
As he attempts to give you a more stern test than what Urubo would have given. Huh?
Yep. Pardon me, my lord. You see my old goats anywhere? Oh, it's you. Don't worry, this won't hurt. Much. It's like you want to test me, fucker? Got the boots. Now off to Costa. Dear heavens, I must have fallen asleep while sunbathing. Can I ever thank you for rousing me from slumber? Say slit your throat and we call it even, eh? Now the helmet that I can't wear. Or face mask, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
And I believe it's upper Lenosha. What's with the dour face, lad? It's just not biting today? Maybe they know you're already a dead man. Now the pants. Pants. Hello. Whatever possessed me to set up shop in this ungodly place? I'd like to drop dead from the fumes before I see a single gallon profit. But if I bring your head back to Garasu, I'll be set for life. Pick the wrong guy to fuck with, friend.
Yep.
Okay. Actually, that's the way to do it. Giant whale!
Giant whale.
Harris, I'm relieved to see you safe. You did not return, I fear the worst. So here's the thing. Karasu did what? Forgive me, I never suspected he would target you on your own. It's clear now that his treachery knows no bounds. Yet it is curious. Again, he chose to test you rather than dispatch you by his own hand. His intentions remain as inscrutable as ever. What's this? A paper. Karasu. Welcome back, Harris, and hello to you as well, Oboro. I left the present I promised you on your doorstep. Such a shame that you weren't at home. The docks! Tsubame, Yakubu, Yome, you must hurry. Harris, I realize it is far too early in your training for this, but the situation is grim. Our only hope of surviving the battle ahead is for you to learn the Mudra Jin. This is the mudra that will allow you to harness the energies of your fellow man. It's also the final mudra that I can teach you. Beep, 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 beep. All right. God, is it just me, or are there a lot of level 45 quests for frickin' ninja?
Well, given that you just learned the mudra, it's not that surprising.
Yep.
There's always one for that, and then the one that shows you how to use it.
Yep.
Like with the other ones.
Yep. All right, Ninja Quest level 45, The Crow Knows. You have now learned Jin. Final mudra that I can impart to you. Combine it with the mudra you have already mastered, and you will find 4 new ninjutsu techniques available to you. Time is short, so listen well. First is Hyotan, Ice Release. From Tenjin or Chijin, the energies you summon will be channeled into a glacial flow. Does anyone ever actually use that?
No, if I do, it's by accident.
Second is Hutan, Wind Release. From Jin Chi-ten or Chijin 10, winds will gather and swirl around you.
Yeah, that's your cooldown
uses.
reduction.
Yep. Third is Dotan, appropriately named Earth Release. Yep. From Tenjin Chi or Jin Ten Chi, the Earth itself will move at your will. Finally, there's Suitan, which is one that every ninja needs to learn to use.
Yep.
From Tenchi Jin or Chi Tenjin, water will course and flow through you. As for how each technique will avail you, I trust you will learn on the field of battle. Let us hurry, Tsubame is in danger.
Yeah, so for the Earth one, yeah, that's basically your damage over time dot, which is why it's called Dotan.
Except it's more of a damage over time puddle.
Yeah, puddle, yeah. Basically, you have the enemies in the puddle there, and they'll take damage over time from it. And the reason why you gotta learn Suitan is because, well, not only does it, water attack, but also it gives you a side effect that called Suitan, which allows you to use trick attack without having to, hide first.
Yep. Because you can't hide it in the middle of combat.
Right. You can be hidden and before you get into combat to try and get a critic tick off at the beginning, but once you start the battle, you can't use hide, so.
Yep. Shuriken. Battle was fought here. Hear no sounds from within. Tsubame must be here somewhere. Yakubu has lost his words from the shock. He can tell us nothing. Come, we must find Tsubame, and quickly. What is this mysterious arrow? Oh, hey, I found her. Fight time. Tsubame! It is but a flesh wound. Oboro, look out! Come now, little swallow, say that it hurts, that you were scared. Tell the dim one how I took great pains to see that you were fully awake for every moment of agony and terror. Karasu, this time you go too far. Yes, those are the eyes I wanted to see. Let the anger, the hatred burn away any spot of doubt that remains in your heart. Fire in your eyes, resolve born from the all-consuming flames of rage and passion. The look in your eyes that day when you looked on as your friends, countrymen were massacred, powerless to end the slaughter. Be silent, be silent, be silent! Tsubame, stand back. I shall slice this crow's tongue, then tear him limb from limb with my bare hands. Such pure, unadulterated malice. Finally, you are an adversary worthy of my blade. True shinobi, ever calm, dutiful to his master. Presence of mind. Yes, the first few times we met, you fought with all the passion of a Mokujin. Today, you stand before me as a man. You wanted a battle, and today you shall have one. No retreat, no reprieve. The defeated shall die like a dog. The victor's tale will continue for another day. Might have been a little too soon on that one. I'll take out the side guys first.
Yep, now to get rid of the circle.
A lot of bats.
Yeah.
Got him. Duty complete.
A lot of bats, but not a lot of hit points. Ooh.
Nope. Karasu Redbeak, in the name of our elders, I take your life as divine retribution for your crimes. Your bloodstained beak will feast on the innocent no more. Does he truly believe those words? Oh yes, this beak is stained with blood. This I do not deny, but I am not the leader of this murderous flock. Tire of your riddles, Redbeak. Give me one reason why I should not separate your head from your shoulders. Oh dear, what a pickle I find myself in. How can I put this in terms even the dim one can understand? I am not the traitor you seek. He is not I, and I am not he. You believe I was the only one who fled Doma? Are you sure? Absolutely certain? Did you see the bodies, the faces of all your brothers who fell that day? Think. I know it is not a strength of yours, but surely you remember. One body, named so badly that only the possessions could identify the man. And the face. Could it even be called a face? Naught but shattered bone and shredded flesh remained where once had been the proud features of... You lie! One more word. One more twisted, deceitful word, Redbeak, and I will... Oh, Obero. Poor, sweet, stupid Obero. How long will you continue to deceive yourself? You lie, Redbeak, as you always have. Betraying our homeland not to sate your thirst for treachery. That now you must drag our master's name through the mud. Answer me this, then. If you were not the traitor, then why did you flee the village that day? How often have I asked myself the same? Oh, how simpler things could have been if I had been as naive as you. The circumstances of Master Gekai's death did not sit well with me. I left the village looking for answers and found something far more interesting. Our master himself, alive and well. In an instant, his hand was at my mouth and his blade at my neck. Simple choice he gave me. Follow him and live, refuse and die. I would like to say I weighed my decision heavily, but the answer really was quite clear. Death is so final, after all. A life, even a life spent as an Imperial spy, holds so many opportunities. What's the matter, dim one? Do you still find my tale hard to swallow? Oh, believe as you will, redemption means little to a dead man. You are going to kill me, yes? That is your mission, after all. Sworn on the side of the elders, tradition and custom, and so on and so forth. Candlekeep Key. The time is right, he will come, and all will be revealed. I just thought I'd tell the one who's shown himself capable of listening to reason. The lights grow dim. Sun turns black in the sky. Our hero fought bravely even, but his chapter in this grand mummery has come to a close. Summoning his last breath, our hero speaks. Just promise me this, Obero. Whatever your mission, should you fail, just don't go off dying. I know how fond you are of tradition, but this is a new era. We are not our ancestors. Besides, such an end just wouldn't become a solemn youth like yourself. So live, and leave the dying to those who can do it in style. Yes, I may not have been the hero I thought I was, nor the villain you would have me be, but from beginning to end, I was me, and there's nothing I would rather be. Farewell, cruel world, and good bloody riddance. Wait, Karasu! Kaboom! What can this all mean? Rasu is dead. Mission complete. It will forgive me if I'm unsure how to feel about this turn of events. In any event, there's nothing more to be done here. Tsubame is wounded. Let us bring her home. Mission that has brought me to Eorzea is complete. When Tsubame's wounds heal, we have no reason to sojourn further in these lands. Yet if Karasu spoke true... No, it simply can't be. Bam, 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 bam. 3... Okay, level 50 Ninja Quest. Master and Student. Ah, Harris, your return pleases me. Feared I might miss the chance to bid you a proper farewell. Yes, we will be taking our leave from your realm. Our mission is complete, and Tsubame's wounds have all but healed. Tradition dictates that we return to our elders to deliver tidings of our success. Redbeak's last words? I will not lie. At first they weighed heavily on my mind. But in the end, I am a shinobi. Came to this land to perform a role, not out of curiosity or spite. Mayhap Master Gekkai still lives. Mayhap not. It is no longer my concern. Karasu is dead, and with his passing, it is time to close the curtain on this chapter of our lives. Before I leave, I would ask one favor of you. There is a place I would visit before we depart your realm. I would go alone to gather my thoughts. Could you pray look after Tsubame while I am away? Her condition is much improved, but I would not take any chances. Thank you, Harris. Hi. Your concern is most touching, but I am quite fine, Harris. In fact, it would seem that the injuries I suffered were not nearly as grave as they appeared on first glance. It would appear that Karasu meant more to fan the flames of Obero's ire than to cause true harm. Speaking of Obero, have you seen him about? Not like him to disappear in the midst of our preparations for departure. Alone with his thoughts, you say? Where do you suppose he might have gone?
Yeah,
Falls?
that's an easy one.
Place where the two of you practiced, yes? You always had a fondness for waterfalls. Yes, that is it. It must be. Harris Obero is not himself of late. Perhaps I worry over much, but I could never forgive myself if something ill were to befall him. You will go look after him for me, will you? I seek not to change his heart, if his heart is truly made up. I wish only to know his true feelings, that I might support him in whatever humble way I can. And it is at this moment I realize we also need to do Blue Mage quests.
Yep.
I don't think I'm going to be able to get the last fight done, but I can at least get up to it. Fat chocobo ass. Red Evo has logged up.
Yeah, probably from watching your thing and the inactivity.
Ah, gotcha. Yeah.
I did a job quest, so you really don't need me for anything on their in-games.
Yep. What are you doing here, Harris? Took you for a man of your word. Tsubame sent you, didn't she? Like I was a fool for thinking I could fool two who know me so well. Ever since that day, this is the only place in the world where I can find a moment's respite from the turmoil that rages within me. And yet the instant the sound of the crashing waters fade from earshot, it all comes flooding back. Proven yourself a true friend to us, and a worthy shinobi in your own right. Answer this for me, Harris. For what? For whom do you wield your blade? For those around me. Yes, I knew you a man after my own heart, Harris. Standing here just now, that is the answer that I arrived at as well. Speak in earnest to you, Harris. Our battle with Karasu, his dying words, left me a changed man. I can no longer deny what I have become. For many years, I questioned nothing. Tradition, custom, my mission. I was a shinobi, a blade, and a blade does not think. I shut off the doubts, the emotions that threatened to rise to the surface, and told myself this was true presence of mind. I lied to myself no longer. Confronting Karasu, I confronted myself. Looking upon Tsubame, lying battered and beaten like my countrymen so many years ago, I felt a single, all-consuming desire. To visit retribution upon those who wronged us, and to do so by my own hand. I have made my decision. I shall go and face the truth, for it is only in doing so that my heart will ever know true peace. I will go alone, and I will hear no more of it. You and Tsubame have sacrificed and suffered more than enough. The battle that awaits is mine and mine alone. If it is Master Gekkai I find at the end of my journey, so be it. One or both of us will die. Matters not. Either way, my mind will be at rest. You've been a true friend and ally, Harris. Farewell. Obero. Forgive me, Harris. It was as if my legs moved of their own accord. It is just as I imagined. Obero means to confront Master Gekkai, even if it costs him his life. He has made his decision, and I will not stand in his way. And neither will he stand in the way of mine. Wheresoever Obero fights, I will fight beside him. It's not too much to ask. Pray lend your strength to us this one final time, Harris. You've proven yourself a true shinobi, and your blade, unfettered by tradition or convention, may just be what turns the tide of battle in our favor. Obero did not say where he was headed, but we already know. We already know, don't we? Karasu's last words. Candle keep key. Let us see what the guards there might tell us. More V dry docks.
Yep.
Just on the other side here.
Yeah.
Hello. Any unusual happenings of late? Not as such, save for a small private vessel scheduled to dock tomorrow at the crack of dawn. Other than that, it's all pretty quiet around these parts, as it's wont to be. Funny thing, though, you're not the first one to ask that question. A milkmaid, a fairly comely one at that, came by not minutes ago asking the very same question. Is that so? Milkmaid is one of Obero's favorite costumes. So you might suspect he's one step ahead of us. We could rendezvous with him somehow. It would give us the advantage in numbers. Yet the risk of exposing ourselves to our foes too great. We should observe from the shadows until Master Gekkai reveals himself. I will take a position on the western shoreline. You take to the high ground and keep watch from the promontory over there. Between the two of us, that should cover the entire key. Keep watch from the lookout point. I can now just fly up to. Alright, fight time. Woo!
Yep.
Fucker's getting murked left and right. Yeah. Who goes there? Show yourself. I know a rat when I smell one. I trust that I am speaking with the Garlean Empire's Chief of Espionage and Covert Operations. None other. But you can call me Master if you like, young one, for old time's sake. Full of surprises these days, young one. The Oboro I knew would have been on the first ship back to Doma once Karasu caught his last caw. You look sturdier than I remember, if a bit gaunt in the cheeks. Are you getting enough rest? Always work just a bit too hard for your own good. All these years, it was you. You who taught me the way of the shinobi. You who I loved as a father. Why, master? Why? Why else? For our village, of course. Simply made the choice that any true shinobi would make. Don't tell me you require a history lesson, young one. Since the time of our ancestors, the shinobi have served many masters. For many years I served Doma, and when the time was right, I chose a more powerful master. Fortunately for me, and for our village, my services were in high demand. Have you never wondered why, Oboro? Why, when the Doman Rebellion was crushed by the Empire, was our village alone spared Garlemald's wrath? It was because of my actions. I protected us when the entire nation of Doma could not. Protected? You betrayed us all! People of Doma trusted us! You know how many Domans died that day? We swore our lives to protect them, and you sold them into slaughter. You feel nothing? Not even a twinge of remorse at the massacre you brought upon our countrymen. Countrymen? What is Doma to me when weighed against the ancient and glorious history of my fellow shinobi? History is littered with the husks of fragile men who gave their worthless lives to bring glory to their betters. I hoped against hope that Karasu was wrong, that his story was not but the twisted lies of a sad fool. But no, I was the fool. No, Gekkai, for you are no master of mine. In the name of the souls of untold thousands whose blood is on your hands, I declare your life forfeit. Revenge, is it? Revenge for foot soldiers and peasants? Is that what this is all about? That's why you lingered here like a festering boil after your allotted mission was complete? Forsaking your role for some selfish flight of fancy will not earn you many friends back home, Oboro, nor here. The more time I spend in Garlemald, the more I realize that the Empire quite suits me. Something to be said for a culture that values merciless strength above all. I've won over quite a few loyal subordinates. Poor little one. All your lofty words, and here you stand alone. You are alone because you are weak. He has no subordinates, this is true. This isn't an army, after all. But Oboro has something you will never have. Comrades who believe in him and the ideals for which he fights. Tsubame, how did you... Not just me, Oboro. Harris, too, has come to fight at your side. Comrades? You choose the company of a glorified sellsword over that of the master who made you what you are? Oh, how far my pupils have fallen. You are the one who has fallen, Gekkai. Harris fights with a sense of honor and purpose that you have long forgotten. Superhero landing. Harris, I cannot begin to express my gratitude. My friends, my comrades, I am honored to fight at your side. Let us show this false master what true strength is. Fight, 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 fight. Damn it. Always right as I hit the fucking button, too. Ninja fight! And down he goes.
Yep.
Tsubame, Harris, thank you. It is through your belief in me that I was finally able to believe in myself. And Karasu, you had a hand in bringing this chapter to a close. You may be gone, but you are not forgotten. Aw, that almost sounds like a eulogy. Almost makes me wish I were actually dead. Surprise, motherfuckers! Karasu, you still live, but how? Well, when it comes to playing dead, I did learn from one of the best, you know. I see, but why vanish only to return? Oh, just an undelivered present. This is the fifth and final piece of Harris's traditional garb. Let it never be said that I don't complete my missions, even if it's just plain delivery boy. Wait, Karasu! The elders who named you traitor to our village were simply blind to the truth, as was I. I explained they will surely see reason. Please, let us return home, together. What's this now? Now that wasn't in the script. How soon we forget, Oboro. I was not the traitor, no, but I did follow him. That makes me just as much a traitor, at least in their eyes. Perhaps so. Same time, you risked your life for what you believed in. We are not so different, you and I. Sentiment is most touching, but my answer remains no. The village was always a bit too cramped for me. I prefer to spread my wings on a grander stage. The honorable deeds of my present do not erase the terrible crimes of my past. I was a spy and assassin. Quite a good one, I might add. For all the blood Gekkai has on his hands, mine are nearly as red. In the others' minds, you had one mission, Oboro. Why complicate the matter? Bring this back and tell the others what they want to hear. The traitor Karasu Redbeak is no more, slain at your hand. You'll be welcomed as a hero, while my fate will be even grander. Will at long last be free. That is how you would have it, Karasu, then so it shall be. But this I promise you. Slowly but surely our village will change. We'll take what I have learned and build a village that honors all of our fallen. A village you could be proud to call home. Don't get too cocky now, or I'll have to come back and put you and your whole village in its place. I look forward to that day. Let us meet again on the battlefield and pit our ideals against each other as we did that day.
Yeah, so just to put some recap, Karatsu was not the real traitor here. It was actually Gekkai, the master, that was.
Yep.
No, he basically forced him to serve him, and it says he is right. He does have a lot of blood on his own hands.
Yep.
One of the reasons why I love the ninja story, because of how well they put it together.
Oh, yeah, the ninja story is pretty good. Oh, I can't wait to start in the Dark Knight story, though. That one is so fucking good.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, once we get to Heavens, you'll be able to start picking that up.
Yep.
I'll be able to pick up Astrologian finally.
Woo! Oh, that's another set of fucking 30 to 50 that I have to take care of.
Yep. Yeah, all the Heavensward ones.
Yep. I'm glad they stopped doing that. It is strange, Harris. All this time I believed I was instructing you in the way of the shinobi, and yet now that all is done, I feel I should be the one to call you teacher. Thanks to you, I finally achieved true clarity and presence of mind. My blade is stronger for it, and more important still, I now understand what I am truly fighting for. Body or mind, by any measure, you are every bit my equal as a shinobi, save for one final technique which I will now impart to you, Kasatsu. Use it to rearrange the energies channeled into your body and unleash powerful ninjutsu techniques one after the next. But be warned, in our tongue it means quite literally life and death. Which one it means for you will depend entirely on your presence of mind. And with this, I believe we have both satisfied respective sides of our initial agreement. We will return to our village, which means I must bid you farewell. Though perhaps not this day. I would see my home change for the better and introduce new ways of thinking to complement the old. But before I can, there's still much I must learn about this land. And so I will go on ahead. I will report to our elders the success of Obera's mission, and inform them that he will return as soon as he recuperates from the wounds he sustained in battle. The soul stone that Karasu gave us, no one will doubt the success of our mission. It's a flawless plan, if I do say so myself. Yes, how fortunate we were that I thought of it. Never change, Obero. Promise me that. With that, Harris, it seems that it is I who will bid you farewell. You've been a true friend, and my heart awaits the day when we shall meet again. But you will return to give Obera lessons from time to time, yes? I'm not convinced that his bows are as masterful as he seems to think.
Shots fired. And with that, you learn Kasatsu, which basically allows you a free use of Medora once.
Instant Mudra recharge.
Yep, instant recharge. And later on, it'll be even more useful once you get level 70-ish skills.
Yep.
The Kasatsu Mastery.
Yep. This concludes the Ninja Quest for Final Fantasy XIV, a Realm Reborn, blah blah blah, get to Heavensward.
Yeah, you get to Heavensward, damn it.